their vision. Da-na-na-na.
Okay, hey VC, it's Aekastar Amber again. This is why I'm not a hula hooping channel. Anyway, I just needed some humor because, as you probably could tell, I've been gone for a while again. I actually didn't mean to be this time, but the week after my last video, I saw something upsetting that I didn't want to see, and I can't really talk about it, but I've tried to get my mind off of it. And actually I burnt my hand. I don't know if you could see, probably not because it's healing, but I burned it on the oven when I was stressed out that week, and other crazy stuff happened, like tripping over wires because I'm a klutz and all kinds of stuff. And then when I was set on making a video at the end of last week, suddenly a bug showed up in the shower. It's like a sitcom. I just got in and there it was. Like I didn't even want to say the name. It's like saying Beetlejuice 3 times or Voldemort in Harry Potter. It's just bad news to mention them because then they'll show up. Well, I remember I hopped out of there and yelled for Mom to kill it, and after that I was still thinking, oh, I should make the video, but then I just couldn't get over it, so my mind just was completely blank after that. But then when I got the idea after practicing a move on my hula hoop, I thought, well, I'll start with doing that, and then it'll put me in a good mood to do this video. So I'm going to show my birthday vinyl first. My birthday was on May 16th. It's been a while now, and I turned 33. I'll put a picture of my cake in here. So the record I'm playing is the Twilight Sad, which I showed in my record store day video. You should check it out if you haven't yet. This is actually the only third official vinyl update, not counting that one or the Best Buy sale haul. I count those as vinyl videos, but I didn't title them as such. Anyway, the Twilight Sad does count as part of my birthday vinyl because I got Mom to buy it for me. From the UK, it came out to around $70, so that was most of my gift. And Mom got me a little side gift of the Frozen DVD, which I'm sure most of you have seen it. And if you haven't, it's a really cute movie. I saw it twice so far. I wish I had bought the vinyl, but the vinyl's like $70 or more, which is crazy, but it's really beautiful. They might still be selling it, I forget. There was a deal on it on Pop Market for a while, but it was still $50 even with that deal. So anyway, I still have one more record from Mom that was pre-ordered for the end of June, which is Slint Spiderland reissue. I'm sure most of you remember that album. Well, I'll show it when it arrives, but it's not due yet. So that's from Mom, and from Grandma, I decided, you people everyone probably knows what I'm going to show. The Beatles, Rubber Soul. And I needed a Japanese press because of the whole Norwegian wood, Haruki Murakami thing, Japan. Anyway, most of the Japanese presses are pretty pricey, but this one, I think this is a reissue from 2004. I can't see it on here, sorry. This is a Parlophone EMI. There. So it's not an Apple. I wasn't expecting an Apple because I looked up this pressing. I have no idea if this is a great pressing, but it's a Japanese press, so I figured you can't go wrong with that. It sounded fine, except on the song Michelle it had a little bit of noise. Probably, maybe that was the last owner's favorite song. And it comes with the insert with the Japanese and all. And inside, next to it, we have all the lyrics. I actually, when I got to the last song, Run for Your Life, that one sounded kind of creepy. I had never heard that song before. I remember listening to this on CDR, the whole album at one point, but I never paid attention to the lyrics. The whole, well, I'd rather see you dead, little girl, than to be with another man. That, I was like, the Beatles, really? But Norwegian Wood, the song I got it for, sounds great. The whole thing is great. I'm happy to have it. And next, I decided this would also be from Grandma, the money I got. It's Mark Kozelek and Jimmy Lavelle, Perils from the Sea. And this is the one that I alerted the Facebook group to, and Ryan Dye already had an unboxing video. I'll try to link it below if I remember. So he really went into detail about the artist and everything. This is my first Kozelek on vinyl, and I have the Album Leaf CD, but I never really got into them much. But I really do like the instrumentation and everything on this is very nice with the electronics and Mark's voice. And in the gatefold, we have the lyrics. I liked following along because it's like reading a story to see his lyrics. As you all know, I have a Mark Kozelek lyrics book, but it stops, I think, at April because that's when it came out. And this live CD came with all orders from the Caldo Verde website. You get this, and this is from Victoria Tittern Malmo and Stan Hammarsolen, Göteborg, October 2013. And I loved this live thing. He was full of humor during songs and everything. It was really great. Oh, I should show one of the records because it's on this beautiful blue. The record itself sounds fine except for side C. It sounds just a little bit staticky in one spot, no matter what I do. But hopefully, if I start cleaning records one day, I can get that out. It's not that annoying. It's just in one tiny area during ceiling gazing. Yeah, ceiling gazing. Sorry, had to look it up. Anyway, I did hear that Benji, under his Sun Kill Moon name, would possibly come out this summer on vinyl. I'm hoping, I'm crossing my fingers about that, even though I shouldn't be buying any more records this summer because I have my domain to pay off. I always have to renew it every year. Now this was kind of an impulse buy, but I'll say it came from my Aunt JoJo's money from my birthday. But Barnes & Noble was having a buy two, get one free deal, and I couldn't pass that up. It's not as good as the Best Buy sale, but it's close, because if you buy 3 records around the same price, it's like a bargain. Now, if you had bought like a tiny item as your third, then it wouldn't make a difference, because I wanted some DVDs and some books, but I was like, no, that wouldn't be a good bargain. So anyway, the first record I decided to get was St. Vincent's new one. And this one kind of surprised me. I saw her on SNL, like, maybe last month, and I really liked what I heard. I hadn't really gotten into her stuff before. She did something with David Byrne, and I remember liking the song and the video that I heard, but I never picked it up. But this sounds really great. I like the gold, it's like gold textured here. Now, Barnes & Noble sent it in a mailer that made it look like it has ringwear, if you could see it. It has some ringwear, and this is the first time I've ever seen this on a new record. It was too tightly packed, but the record itself isn't warped, so I wasn't about to take my chances with returning it for a new copy. Because for me it's about the record itself. It's just black vinyl, so I won't pull it out. I actually did listen to an interview with her before the SNL episode, because I think someone on the Facebook group posted it. It was an NPR interview, and she started on this album right after her tour with David Byrne and everything, so for me, I'd be like, I'm not motivated for this. It's like, these songs are great for rushing right into it. And I think she even said one of the songs was when she was on, like, a sleeping pill. I forgot which one it was. But anyway, I remember reading the comments saying she was saying it was okay to hallucinate on drugs, which is kind of stupid. But I wouldn't take sleeping pills, but if it produces great music, I say go for it. And I'll definitely check out more St. Vincent if it sounds as good as that one. The next one I got, okay, this, I'm probably going to get some boos for this, especially after Needle Drop Anthony Fantano's review. I bought this before his review came out. I honestly just wanted to say I got this because I like stars and the whole sky full of stars and everything. I also like the song Magic, but you know, songs that overplay on commercials and stuff, usually I get tired of, but the thing is very nice and mellow. I don't regret this purchase at all, even if people suddenly start unsubbing me for it, but I think it's a great packaging with Chris Martin and everyone. I don't know the other members' names. That's how big a fan I am of this group. This one I decided would be my freebie. I would call it my freebie, so no one can yell at me. I got a free record, so... I do like the inner sleeve. It's, you should just buy it for the artwork and everything. It's just on black vinyl with the starry inner label thing. Oh, and the production is great on this album. It has nice bass. It gives this warmth in the room. So I really enjoyed listening to that at night. And the last from Barnes & Noble was BadBadNotGood 3. I have one BadBadNotGood. I didn't buy any of their other full lengths. Not because I didn't want to, they were just on the back burner. But I just was really in the mood for this. And I heard this is their first album that's completely their own material. So that's great. It's kind of like jazzy hip-hop. And this really makes your room shake. I mean, it's like drive-by bass type of sounds. When Mom heard this, when I put it on, she was like, turn that down or the neighbors are going to call the police. They always have the bass going, the neighbors, so I was like, they won't care, but she was saying it's a weeknight. So I did turn it down. and this is it's a gatefold. Some pretty heavy cardboard. One of the records is mildly warped, but not enough to send it back. And anyway, I really enjoyed it. I'll probably try to buy their other albums eventually. And if you don't remember, they did the cover of Kanye West's Flashing Lights, and that was a really good cover. Very good jazz fusion type of thing with the hip hop. And then we have Kishi Bashi. As you probably all know, I love Kishi Bashi. I got his Valentine's Day live album. And this I got signed, as you could see, glare, but in silver, so that's very nice. I really enjoy this new album. I've heard that they went in Kishi Bashi went in a prog direction with sounding like Yes. So maybe Robert Z, you would like it. I haven't really gotten into Yes, so I can't say for certain that this sounds exactly like that, but it is a very good album. There's a little 7-inch in here too that came with it, with 2 other great songs, and the album's called Light. So it's like Golden, the little single, and the record itself, I think of it as tiger or leopard. I guess not tiger because it would be striped, but leopardy. But Kishi Bashi likes putting tigers on the cover, so that's why I got mixed up there. I like tigers. You can see the tiger in the corner there. And it has the lyrics. Oh, I also heard that he sounds like ELO. He once did an ELO cover, which I have on 7-inch as well. But I never heard any actual ELO, so I need to get on with that. Still going through with the classic stuff. I'm slowly getting there. And you all probably saw this, I think it was either in my contest intro or my contest drawing. I don't remember, it might have been the drawing. But this is Cuushe Butterfly. No, Butterfly Case, sorry. And this is on the Flow label, and it came directly from Japan. Oh, the record needs to be flipped. Okay, I was talking about Cuushe Butterfly Case. This is number 139 out of 250. You probably can't... I don't know where it is. It's at the bottom somewhere. But you probably can't see it. This I got on Bandcamp when someone in the Facebook group mentioned this. I originally heard of it when I got a Boomcat newsletter, and I put the CD on my wish list, but I never got around to buying it, because I always put CDs on the back burner, especially expensive CDs, as this one I thought was, because it was on Boomcat. Anyway, there was a color version, which is what the guy from Facebook, I don't remember his name, but he made an unboxing video, and when I looked at the Bandcamp, there were about, I forgot if there were 4 or 8 left when I bought the black copy, but I think it's definitely sold out now. Here's the labels. I'm not going to pull it out. I did keep these in their regular paper sleeves. And I don't know if this download code is good since I used the Bandcamp to download this, but I don't know if you can see it. If you can't, you can PM me and see if it works, but This is a really great album. I actually have, I do have a CD from the Flow label, Part-Timer Blue, and this is in this cute little plastic sleeve. It made me think of records with that in a little gatefold type thing. And it even had like this little thing. I like when they have these details, but anyway, Flow is a good label. That's why I looked up the Cuushe, and that's more of, Cuushe is more dream pop. I think Part-Timer was more electronic mixed with field recordings, if you want to look into it. I can't put this back in. So yeah, look into the Flow label. I'm sure whatever they put out is good if you're into dreamy music or electro music. And next, I forgot this in my birthday part, but it's for Karsten again, Prince. This is is that Around the World in a Day? Sorry, I knew the title, but this font is hard to read. Around the World in a Day. And this says Never Opened, which I think the record store put on it. Dad bought this for me when I was bringing up Prince a lot and did that video for Karsten. This I put in third, but I really am happy with it, and it made a good party album because all the songs have that vibe. Raspberry Beret especially. Before we went and had cake, I was like, we have to wait. Raspberry Beret's about to come on. I wished I'd had some of those raspberry thumbprints from One Lucky Duck as well while hearing that song. It's a good album. The production is great on this. Nice bass tones. It is a little warped, probably because it was never opened since 1985, but really there's nothing to complain about with the sound of it. Next we have Beck, Morning Phase. I got this, I think, in March. I remember when I was re-sleeving all of my albums and taking some out of the old shrink wrap, I was listening to this and it put me in a really mellow mood. I don't have any other Beck, not even Sea Change, but I knew this one was more in that area of sound, you know? And I really wasn't going to get it even after hearing that, up until I heard the stream, and I was really, really into that. And it's really quiet. This is probably one of the quietest albums that I've encountered. And it has this insert, Beck. I think these are the lyrics. I didn't read along with the lyrics with this album. Capital label. Anyway, I'm sure everyone has the Beck album by now. I don't know why I never showed it. And you might have remembered in my Best Buy haul, I talked about the Touche Amore album that was so warped I could make a hat with it. Well, I did eventually get a replacement from Best Buy, so I can show it on the Death Wish label. Now, this is a funny story, but I didn't mean to buy Touche Amore. I thought Chelsea Wolfe was on this album, but I realized she's on Russian Circles or something, and they both have blue covers. And when I saw the sale, I was like, I didn't even think to look it up to be sure. Because I listened to this album and that album at once people had their top album lists. So I really messed up, but I do like some screamo type stuff, like more in the Thursday vein, like Full Collapse and stuff, so I didn't really mind it. It was just, I was disappointed when I didn't hear Chelsea Wolfe at the end of this album. Here's an insert with, I guess, the lyrics. Again, I didn't really look at it. And it has this. It's on a blue marble. I guess you could see the marble more from this end. Yeah. This one plays way better, obviously, than the warped one did. But it did have a small inner hole, so I had to really press down, but that's only a minor issue. Next, pink. The truth about love. I really was wanting some pink for a while now, but I always put it off until Mom wanted to have the pink album so she could work out with it. Well, I thought it would come with a download code and it didn't, but I'm still glad to have it, even though it's not the pink vinyl, obviously. Here's the record. And I actually got a deal on this too because of swag bucks. I saved $5 because I use swag bucks and sometimes I get Amazon gift cards from there, so it came to $11 for a double LP. I gotta hurry this up. Here's Afghan Whigs. Due to the Beast. They were recently on Letterman and they did a really good rendition of one of the tracks on here. I forgot the name. It started with an M, but anyway, it has this booklet that has all these, like, it's hard to read actually because it's like they wrote it and scratched stuff out, you know. They like to do that on some albums. This is another hard cardboard stock. I don't know if I should be showing this. It's really bad inner artwork. But, and I'll just take one of them out. I got the loser edition. This was from Sub Pop. And it's on white, but it has little black streaks through it, even though it wasn't said to be any type of marble or anything. And originally the second record on here I thought sounded distorted, and I asked for a new copy and that one sounded just the same. And I heard that they had an issue with the second record for some. I never messaged them again because I felt embarrassed about it, and really it's not that bad. It actually plays pretty clean, except for those small parts where I thought it slowed down. I'm keeping with the Sub Pop records for last. So we have Mogwai Rave tapes. I've had this for a while too. I got this at the same time as the next one I'm showing. Has the die cut sleeve, so you could see. And I got the loser edition again with this. I saved it. And it's on clear green. This originally didn't play well. It was very noisy, but when I played it while Will was visiting, he said that he would definitely listen to that more than the MP3s. Maybe it just had some, you know, dust or something on it, and a second play cleaned it off, who knows. But it sounded way better the second time. And last, we have the Notwist, Close to the Glass. The Notwist, I haven't really bought their stuff since that Neon Golden album. I forgot the name of the song that I liked. It's the last song on that album, and I didn't think anything could ever top that, and it still can't. But this album, it has that same vibe. I had downloaded some of their other albums, and they weren't on par. This orange and blue, and it has some etching on here, but I don't know if you can see. Actually, I forgot to show that the Mogwai came with a 7-inch with an etching on it too. It's probably in here somewhere. Yeah. I'm sure everyone has seen has the etching. You can see this better. So yeah, that's what I haven't shown since March, and I'm sure this video was way too long. And again, sorry for the lateness with this video, and no one should worry about what I said about being upset by something. It wasn't VC related. Actually, coming to the VC and watching videos is the best part of my day, so I was really glad to come up with this idea to do this video today, especially because I was feeling kind of down again thinking about that. But anyway, I have about 3 pre-orders coming, and I should mention that one of them is for Roger Coleman's album that's coming out soon, at the end of June. And I pre-ordered that with the money I got from a gift I got from my cousin Lindsay. She sent me Scentsy. If you don't remember, my zebra up there was a Scentsy item. So she thought that I could have some warmers, you know, for my birthday, but my allergies are really bad in the summer. I even keep the scent pack out of the zebra. So I did tell her about it and said I appreciated the gift. I loved the smell of them when I opened it. Anyway, with the money from eBay, I bought Roger Coleman's album, and I'll show that when it comes in. I'm sure she'll be happy to support a VC member inadvertently, kind of. So, besides that, I have a couple other pre-orders coming in, and I should have them all by the first week of July, so if I don't do any contests, I'll be back by then. I won't give any promises that I'll be back in a week or anything, but I will be watching videos, and I appreciate all my subscribers and everyone who subscribed since I've been silent again. It's very much appreciated. Take care. But I can hoop endurance-wise. I once hooped for 40 minutes while listening to radio hits in rainbows while hooping.